It's Josh and Chantel, and this is Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. It's today's full show, condensed down to like 1 little hour.
It's Monday, September 9th. Today on the show, Josh is super tired, and somehow it's all my fault. I'm winning fantasy football. I feel bad about bringing store-bought dessert. Josh will always be my teammate. Toenail hangnails are the worst. My recent obsession makes my hands hurt. And photos of food in my teeth that I send to my daughter.
Thanks for listening. You can hear the show live weekday mornings from 6 to 10. It's Wake Up Classy 97. This is the podcast version of the full show. Enjoy it, because, you know, we made it for you. Classy 97, it's Josh and Chantel. Hey there, good morning.
Happy Monday. I'm not even plugged in over here.
Oh, did you, you can't hear anything if you don't have headphones?
I can hear a little bit.
Oh, but not all the way. Let's plug you in.
Thank you. Here we go.
Oh.
That's better.
How's that working?
So good.
Yes.
Just the way it's supposed to.
Well, good. Took care of one of the days, and you didn't even know.
What was the date?
Well, first of all, it's September 9th. It's Monday. Today is Emergency Services Day. You needed emergency services.
I wouldn't call that an emergency.
I wouldn't either, because that's like paramedics and firefighters and first responders.
Don't discredit what they do.
Yeah, nah. Plugging in headphones, way easier than what they're dealing with. Today is also, can you believe it? Care Bears Share Your Care Day.
Oh, Care Bear stare.
Care Bears Share Your Care Day. It's all about support stuffed animals, I think.
Oh.
Yep. It's When Pigs Fly Day. Oh, yeah, that'll happen when pigs fly. Well, that's today.
Today? Mm-hmm. I haven't seen any pigs fly today.
Well, we'll see. The day is young. It is Sudoku Day.
No, thanks.
You like that game? No?
No. I don't.
It is National Teddy Bear Day in addition to support teddy bears. Let's see. What else is going on? Wonderful Weirdos Day.
Hey, I'm a wonderful weirdo.
Mm-hmm. Wiener Schnitzel Day. And all week, Biscuits and Gravy Week.
All week? It gets a week?
It deserves a week.
Does it?
Biscuits and Gravy.
That means you have to have them every day. That's what we're having for dinner.
There's different ways to have, not for dinner.
All day. Every day. This week.
Every meal?
Yeah.
What are you having?
More biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and Gravy Week.
I've made a week's worth.
Oh, no. That's too much biscuits and gravy.
Never.
It might be.
Never have too much biscuits and gravy.
It might be too much
It's been a minute since we've had biscuits and gravy. That sounds delicious.
Does it?
Yes. Does it not to you?
I don't know. It depends on the biscuit.
Why?
Because sometimes the biscuit's too dry.
I disagree.
Okay. I know you do. You get a biscuit sandwich. I will get an English muffin sandwich.
Gross.
Yeah, no. I can't do that biscuit. It's too dry.
I can't do that English muffin. I think the English muffin is too dry.
Sometimes you go to a restaurant and they're like, here, have a biscuit on the side. And I'm like, you can have my biscuit.
Thank you.
And you think it's great. Like you won. I'm so happy to get rid of that dry mouth paste.
And then you put gravy over the top of it, or you put honey on it. There's so many options.
You can only enjoy it if you make it wet.
Well, that's true of any bread.
No, that's not true. Sandwich, don't want that wet.
Why? You put mayo on it.
Yeah, that's
and
for
mustard.
flavor.
That's wet. You're making no logical sense.
All right, well, it's early. Don't blame me. Blame Monday. Good morning.
There was a woman who ordered a lamp that looked like a croissant. So it was a croissant-shaped lamp.
Yes.
Did you read about this?
I saw the video of this.
You did?
I did.
I didn't see the video.
Yes, but it's so wild. She ordered it on
Temu.
Yeah. Like everything is imported from China website.
Mm-hmm. Hey, this is 10 cents. You want to get this?
Yeah,
Everything is super cheap.
But this lamp that she specifically ordered,
yes,
was it the base of it or was it the whole lamp?
No, the lamp itself.
Yeah,
it's shaped like a croissant.
Right.
She comes home from work. The package has ants underneath it. And
right,
she's like
all over.
Yeah, what is going on?
Ants were going nuts.
She opens the box and sees that there's a hole. There's the croissant, but it looks like the croissant has been covered in resin.
Yeah.
And so she's like, and then there's a hole in the resin.
Right.
And so she picks it up and notices that like flaky bits are like falling out of the hole. And she's like, what? So then she's curious if it's a real croissant.
Yeah.
So she does the ultimate test, which is a taste test.
Cut it open. She cut it open. I never saw her eat it.
Oh, this thing I saw said that she tasted it.
I don't know. I didn't see her eat it in the video, but I saw her cut it open, and she's like 100% that's real bread inside, right?
Yeah.
Like, and it, for real, once she cut it open, you're like, yeah, that's just croissant inside that lamp. They just like kind of sort of hollowed out a croissant.
It with resin.
And yeah, kind of. I mean, what better way to make a croissant lamp than to use an actual croissant? Look, you got exactly what you ordered. What person is like, you know what lamp I want? A croissant lamp. Like, that's a strange thing.
I also want to know how many of these they made.
Just the one.
Just the one?
Yeah.
She bought the one
because they
and
probably were like, we got this croissant laying around. Let's turn it into a lamp and sell it online. And she's like, I bought it. It's a real croissant. And they're laughing. They're going, somebody actually bought that croissant lamp. Can you believe it? We made money on that.
I know. I wonder how much. I don't know how much she spent on it.
I don't either. I don't think that was in there. But what a thing.
What a thing.
Croissant lamp.
We don't even know if it's actual resin. Maybe they just covered it with glaze. Like a
Aquanet.
Icing glaze Aquanet.
Yeah, it's hairspray.
Yeah, I know what Aquanet is.
No, I know you knew. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, you. Hey.
Okay, so listen. You and I had big plans this weekend, and we didn't fulfill any of them.
No. There was just one plan.
I know. One big plan to go see a movie.
Yeah.
And we didn't.
No.
We didn't even do it.
I know.
What happened?
I don't know. The weekend got away from us.
Okay. Well, the movie that we didn't go see was still number one in spite of us not seeing it, which I had no doubt. Like, there was no way it wasn't going to be number one, right?
Well, what else opened with it?
Well, so Beetlejuice.
It's easy to be the number one if you're the only movie opening.
Yeah, but there's other stuff in the theater.
Oh, okay.
So Beetlejuice was number one opening weekend, $110 million.
Good for you.
Second biggest September debut of all time.
Really?
Behind It, which came out in 2017. So that's
I'd rather
big.
see Beetlejuice,
Well, of course,
but still.
right. Last weekend's top movie, still that Deadpool movie, dropped to second.
And that's been out for weeks.
It's been out for weeks, yeah. There's a Reagan biopic, which climbed from fourth to third, and then Alien Romulus went from second to fourth. That was still in second place until this weekend. Now it's in fourth.
I saw that movie. It was terrible.
And then it wasn't. And It Ends With Us was still in fifth place.
I forgot. That's a book. It was a book
It
first.
Ends With Us. Mm-hmm. Aren't most movies at this point books first?
Yeah, the good ones.
Okay.
Stealing all their ideas from books.
Yeah. Well,
Beetlejuice was not a book.
Almost all movies at this point. Anyway, it did well, even though we didn't go.
I want to see it.
I still want to see it, and I'm too busy. It's probably not going to be till the next weekend.
I know.
Until we get a chance. But I do want to see it, so just don't like go see it without me. Like skate out one day and be like, midday matinee.
I think that sounds so cool. I want to go see it.
It does
sneak out of work
cool.
and go see a movie. I'm going to do that one of these days.
Hey, I'll be back. Long lunch.
Yeah.
Got an appointment.
Movie.
And then go to the movie. Come back. Buttery fingers. Trying to work. Your keyboard's all slippery. Where have you been? Oh,
doctor.
I had an appointment.
Yeah.
Been busy. Beetlejuice.
Stop asking questions.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah, you never ask questions like this when I normally leave. Why are you asking today?
Yeah.
Quit being so suspicious.
Stop being nosy about my private life.
Right? I went to a movie. So what? How about some good news?
What?
I forgot to hit a button. Don't worry about it. How about some good news? Is what I was trying to say.
Oh.
This is quite the story, and this is going to take a little bit of an adventure to get to where we're headed.
All right. Are we headed to Mordor?
We're headed to Des Moines, Iowa.
Same.
Well, really a suburb called Pleasant Hill,
Same
Iowa.
as Mordor.
Kind of. There's about 11,000 people in this town. It's kind of a rural Iowa town.
Okay.
And Saturday, not a couple of days ago, a week and a couple of days ago.
Okay.
Police got a phone call about an animal in the road. And so they said, well, let's go check it out. Turns out it was a water buffalo.
Really? What?
Where'd the water buffalo come from?
Exactly.
They thought to themselves. We'll find out the owner had somehow had this water buffalo and it escaped its pen.
Are water buffaloes native to Des Moines?
No.
Why does he have a water buffalo?
Look, something tells me this guy was probably not planning on keeping it alive. I think he was planning on some new kind of meat.
No.
Yeah, I think so.
No.
But anyway,
where did he get the water buffalo?
Let's just stay on the story of the buffalo was in the street, not where he was expected to be.
Okay.
So the owner said, this was a water buffalo. He's aggressive. And the police said, yeah, he is. Because we tried to contain the water buffalo, and he showed his aggression.
Oh, what did he do?
Well, he showed his aggression. So animal control said, hey, let's see if we can subdue this animal. They tried shooting at it. It got wounded. It ran off. It's been missing a couple of days. They didn't catch up with it until Tuesday evening. They decided, hey, we kind of need not to catch this thing right now. Let's wait till we have more daylight. Wednesday, they come back to get the water buffalo. Had to shoot it with 2 tranquilizer darts to get it to fall asleep so that they could then load it into a trailer and take it to a sanctuary where it could be looked at and veterinarians could try to administer. Anyway, throughout all this process, the town fell in love with this thing.
They did? The aggressive water buffalo?
Yeah.
They fell in love with him?
Yeah, because he's kind of cute.
So
now I understand.
A water buffalo.
Yeah, now I understand he's now like going to be taken care of.
By who?
Like the university is going to, like where they took him, the sanctuary.
Okay.
Like he's just going to live there now. So he escaped meat.
He escaped death?
He escaped meat. And is now...
You don't that's an assumption. You don't know that that's what that gentleman was going to do with him. Maybe he just wanted him as a pet.
I'm pretty confident.
Well, then I'm happy that water buffalo ran away. I got to look at what a water buffalo looks like.
Well, you got to look up the one in Iowa because he's kind of cute.
I disagree. Iowa, you say?
Yeah.
Water buffalo, Iowa. That's what I typed in. He's all right.
He's all right.
He kind of looks very cow-like.
Well, that's because
I thought they had longer horns.
No, just little ones.
He is pretty cute.
Yeah. Congrats to that guy.
Bro. Bro.
Okay.
I am killing it in fantasy football.
All right.
All right, you.
Where are you at? Let me
mean?
pull it up. I'm looking at, because we have a fantasy league running with you and me and the kids.
Yes.
And you are playing against Beck.
Yep.
It looks like he has one more player yet to play. He has a running back. He is down by...
I have one more player left to play, too. Mine is a tight end.
Oh, yeah, you do. You still have a tight end to play.
I've got George Kittle playing today.
Yeah, and he's got McCaffrey. Both of them, San Francisco 49ers.
Oh,
so if that team does well against the New York Jets tonight, then there's a good chance you'll stay ahead. It's still pretty close, though. It's only...
I'm 11 points ahead, 12 points ahead.
Correct. But it's still, if you look at the little win probability, it's still really close for you two. He has a 48% chance of winning. You have a 52% chance of winning.
I do. I will win.
But that adjusts, as you know, every time the football is snapped, that changes.
It does. And I have the Ravens defense on my team,
right.
and when they played their game on Thursday, they were killing it. Like they had just started at 12 points, and I was like, ooh, and then they dropped to 3. So they ended with 3 points. But I'll tell you what, I had Lamar Jackson as my quarterback, 25 points.
I see it.
Saquon Barkley gave me 33
Which
points.
is huge. Those two carried your team.
No, and Justin Jefferson
was okay.
15,
almost
that's
16.
pretty good.
It's not bad, but it's, compared to the other guys. So then if you look, I'm playing against Emery.
Yeah.
I am currently down by a lot. She has 132 points. I have 95. I still have 3 players to go. She's done.
She has how many points?
She has 132. I have 95.
She got a lot.
But I have a running back. I also have a wide receiver and my defense still to play.
I have been on fantasy football leagues before, but I haven't really cared because I didn't necessarily know any of the players. Now that I'm a football fan, I know all these players. So I'm like, ooh, these games were good. Also, Kirk Cousins, formerly of the Vikings, he is my backup quarterback. I didn't put him in. Good thing, because he only scored 6 points.
Well, but the Vikings won their game, which was very exciting for you as well. Big football weekend for Chantel.
And the Dolphins. I like the Dolphins too, and they won.
Yep.
What's up?
If you didn't know, football is back in the Tyler household in a big way.
Well, Beck likes the Bengals, Emery likes the Dolphins, and I like the Vikings. And all 3 of them played at the same time yesterday. Different games. They did not play each other.
Right.
So we had the Dolphins on the living room TV, Vikings on the bedroom TV, and Beck was watching the Bengals on his phone.
Really? That's funny.
And we had 2 out of 3 wins. Poor Bengals. They did not win.
Barely. They did not win barely.
I didn't even check on the Falcons game.
Yeah, anytime somebody brought it up, you went, "We don't care about the Falcons!" You yelled from another room.
Because the Falcons stole my quarterback, which is the whole reason I started watching football.
You're so confusing when it comes to Kirk Cousins, because you just said the Falcons stole him, but then you say he abandoned you.
Both. It's both.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it? It's fine, because we have a new quarterback now, Sam Darnold, and he is awesome.
Okay. Week 1, almost done. There's still more football tonight. And then you have a break till Thursday to get your whole roster ready to go again.
I like my roster. My team is doing so good.
So good.
Who's my next matchup? You? I hope so.
I don't know. I'll have to look.
I hope I win. I want to win all of it. I want to win the whole fantasy.
So does everybody else.
I know, but I really want to.
Ooh. I really want it. More than anybody. We kind of need to talk about something.
What do we need to talk about?
Well, so it turns out that you sort of set me up to fail last night.
What does that mean?
We were getting ready to go to bed. You were trying to pick a show because we like a little background noise, whatever. And so you chose a show from my list. You went through my account because we all have our own setups with our own shows we watch and whatever.
I couldn't find anything on mine.
Right. So you went to mine and you picked a show.
Your shows are different than my shows.
Yeah. My algorithm's different than yours. That's why it's fine that you were in there and picked one of my shows. If you would have logged into mine and picked something, it would have screwed my whole thing up. But you didn't. You did good there.
Thanks.
But you picked a show that got me so intrigued and sucked in that I couldn't sleep.
Oh.
And so I ended up watching almost all the whole show.
You did.
Like 5 episodes of this thing.
What was the show even called? I can't remember what it was called.
Outlast.
Oh, yeah.
It's a survival show. But here's what you didn't know you did.
What did I?
You didn't start season 1. You started season 2.
I knew that. I knew
you did?
Yeah.
Did you know that the whole season's not out yet?
Oh,
so I've watched almost all the show, and now I have to wait to finish it.
I did not know that. I just hit play from where it'll tell you, I pulled up the show, you know. Outlast, and then it says play season 2, episode 1. And I went, yeah, sure.
Yeah, great. And then I was like, yeah, this is cool.
I didn't know.
This is cool. And I got sucked in. And then 5 episodes later, I found out that the final 2 episodes don't come out until later this week. I'm glad it's only later this week.
Yeah.
But come on.
Okay. Because then did you go back and
So
watch
then I
season
was
1?
like, I have got to fall asleep. So I turned on season 1 and fell asleep.
You did.
Yeah.
You didn't stay awake and watch that one.
No, but here's what I found, though, too, was that starting on season 2 and not season 1 of the show, they have made some great improvements to what they had in season 1. Because when I went back and started season 1 and I was still kind of awake and kind of like into it, I went, I like what they've done with season 2 so much more.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they made the competition more exciting.
So I figured something like that had happened because when I fell asleep, it was a list of Joseph and Tiana and Gary and Brad.
Only Joseph is the one name you said that was on the show, but okay.
And then I fall asleep. I wake up and it's Jeremiah and
maybe. I don't even know the people in the first
Jennifer.
season. Yeah.
And I was like, these are not the same people. You must have started something else. So that's not my fault. You can't blame me for that.
No,
You also had taken a nap yesterday.
I know.
So that's the reason.
But you encouraged that as well.
No.
You said, you're tired, take a little nap. Take a little nap, you said. So I did. And then I wasn't tired when it was bedtime. And then you turned on a show that I was actually into. And now I'm like, did I even sleep? I don't even know.
I didn't sleep.
Does my watch tell me if I slept? Let's look and see.
Mine said 7.5 hours, which is a total lie because
way.
I did not get that much sleep. We were both tossing and turning.
It was a rough night.
It was too hot. It was too cold. Our pillows are awful.
What's going on with those pillows?
At one point, I was laying on my pillow going, I don't even know there's a pillow. I'm laying my head on the bed. That's how flat my pillow is. Those have got to go.
I took all 4 pillows and laid your head on the bed.
I knew it.
No, I did not. But anyway, I'm super tired.
Me
and
too.
I'm blaming it on you for putting on a show I like. Because you put on a show I like, and then in the middle of the night, I couldn't even finish the show. Which is probably good because I needed to go to bed. But now I have to wait for a couple of days. I'll survive.
You will.
But
I think you'll
I'm a
be
little
just
disappointed because I really want to finish the show now. I'm really into it.
I know.
And now I can't.
I'm kind of into it too, but I've only seen the first episode, so I'll have to watch.
You'll have to stay
catch
up
up
all night. Good luck. Good luck to you. Because it's not easy.
Good luck to you.
Yeah. The next morning is rough.
I know. Why do we have a job where we have to be here so early? This is the dumbest.
I think it wouldn't matter. I would not have gotten enough sleep. Even if I had to be somewhere at 8 or 9.
But it's still dumbest.
It's being awake and early in the 5 a.m.s.
Yeah, it is the dumbest.
Okay, well, sorry about that.
Some friends invited us over for a barbecue last night, and they asked us to bring a dessert, and I had all day to make a delicious dessert. And I kept saying to myself, you just need to just make the dessert. Just make the dessert. And then I said to myself, well, I could make this, or I could make this, or I could make this. You have all the stuff. You can make any one of these things. These things are delicious. Make them.
I know the end of this story, but I didn't know how much you went through to get to the end.
I couldn't be bothered to make the stuff. I was being so lazy. Friday was Lazy Mom Day, and I carried it through the whole weekend.
Yeah.
I just couldn't be bothered to make something. And I said to you, we got to stop and get a dessert because I didn't make anything for dessert. And I said, the worst part is this particular friend is a very good cook. And I said, she's going to go all out and she's going to make like a 5-course meal and it's going to be delicious. And here I am with my store-bought goodies, lame wad.
Well, what happened?
I bought store-bought dessert.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was good.
It was fine. It would have been better if it was homemade, but I I couldn't be bothered. And I was right. We get there and she made delicious salmon and grilled vegetables and
a salad. Yeah.
She had like some charcuterie when we first arrived.
Listen, what's the deal with feeling bad? Why are you feeling bad? Because you put in the effort that you felt was appropriate or available. You put in the energy that you were like, this is what I can handle. That's fine. You shouldn't feel bad.
It was fine. The task was managed, right? Like,
right.
Can you bring dessert? Yes, I did.
Correct.
And everybody enjoyed it.
And it was nice.
It was fine. But I don't know. It would have been better if I had made something, because then I would have also had the effort of making something and it would have been more appreciated maybe. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
You don't think it was appreciated?
No. That's not what I'm saying. I think it was appreciated. I don't know. I just do this to myself.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do. And it's fine. It is. It's totally good. So don't feel bad.
No, I'm trying not to.
We had nice, delicious dessert. Everybody's okay with that.
And there were options.
And you brought 3 different kinds of dessert in one package. You're right.
If I just made brownies, then that's all they would have gotten was brownies.
But which also would have been great.
I had options of lemon bars.
The brownies were the best, so I was good with that.
Or the 7-layer bar. So
yeah,
there you go.
I had a brownie.
I brought options. I think it goes without saying that when you marry somebody, it's naturally assumed that when you play a game, that person is now your forever teammate.
Ah. Okay.
And I have to apologize.
Why?
To you, Josh, because you have a terrible teammate.
No. You? Who?
And here's the thing. I am terrible at most things. Do I have fun? Absolutely.
Always.
Do I usually win? No. Do I often always lose? Yes. But do I have fun? Yes.
Why do you often always lose?
Because I'm just bad at a lot of things. But that's okay because I'm not competitive. I don't care if I win or lose. But I don't like playing with other people as my teammate because a lot of people are competitive.
Well, sure.
And so then I go, I don't want to play with you as my teammate because we are probably going to lose. And I'm not going to take this game very seriously at all.
Which is fine.
So yesterday we were playing a game called Slam. What's it called?
Well, it's basically Can Jam.
Can Jam?
Yeah.
Slam Cam?
Something. Slam disc.
You throw a Frisbee.
Yeah.
Your teammate has to slam it in the garbage can.
Yeah, or you can just throw it in there the first time yourself. That works too.
And I said, I'm going to be terrible at this game. I've never played it, but I'm sure I'm going to be terrible. And then immediately said, Josh, are you my teammate? Because I don't want to lose for anybody else. I just want to lose for you.
Well, thanks. That's the best news ever.
Just because you're going to be the nicest about it. You're still going to like me after we lose.
Oh, is that right?
I hope so.
Okay. Do I still like you?
I hope so.
Oh, it's yet to be determined, I think. The jury's still out.
Hey, I did pretty okay at that game.
No, I know. It was fun. And it sort of devolved into just throwing a Frisbee.
Yeah,
so, which is fine.
We were all pretty terrible at it. So I don't think anybody necessarily won.
Some were better than others. I'm not naming names. I'm just saying that, it was close.
Hey. I did okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't the worst game I've ever played.
No, I agree. It wasn't the worst game you ever played. You've played worse. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Thanks for being my teammate.
Always.
One of the worst feelings in the world. Think of it right now. Something that
we've discussed things I don't like wet socks.
Okay, that's pretty awful.
Yeah.
Another one is a hangnail on your foot, on your toe, that every time you move.
Is it snagging your socks?
No, it snags in the sheets.
Ew.
I know. That's what happened last night. Every time I was in bed trying to roll over to get comfortable, that hangnail on my toe.
Gross.
Snag on the sheets.
Did you deal with it?
This morning.
Oh.
But I was too tired. I wasn't going to get up and deal with it in the middle of the night. Ew, that's awful. That's one of the worst.
I don't care for that.
No. And it's not necessarily a painful feeling. It's just gross.
The sheets look like Freddy Krueger. Like they're all just ripped up now? What's the story?
Not. It wasn't sharp. Ew. Every time your foot moves, has that like little scrapage.
Just a little resistance.
Ugh. And then I go, oh, that hurts my stomach.
I don't know that I've had that.
Feels gross. You haven't ever had that?
I don't think so.
What? How?
I have nice feet.
You never get
Don't roll your eyes at me.
You never get a hangnail on your feet?
On my fingers, yeah. I have not had them on my feet, no.
Ever?
Not that I recall. I feel like that's something you'd kind of know.
I can't believe you.
What?
I can't believe you. So then here's what happens.
Yeah?
Because I was tired and I didn't want to get up and clip it off, I had to like tuck my foot underneath my leg so that if I moved it, it wouldn't snag on the sheet. Ew.
That's a lot to deal with when you're just trying to sleep.
I know, Josh.
Crossing legs. Holding a foot up so it won't touch the sheet because you don't want to slash it open.
It's not going to get slashed open.
It might have.
It's just a tiny little scrape. And then you go, what? Because it feels.
That's the noise you make.
Yeah, because it's just gross. It doesn't hurt. It's just as gross. It's just got an ick feeling.
I see.
You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't.
You've never had a hangnail on your
nice
feet.
feet. Take care of my feet.
So do I.
Ever since I've had them, I've taken care of them.
You
I
don't
didn't have
necessarily
those-
take care of them. You
Yeah,
just
but
wear
I
socks
also
and
I
shoes
don't.
all day.
Yeah, right. I don't
That's it.
abuse my feet.
I don't abuse them either.
Walking around in flip flops, drying them all out.
Drying them all out.
Yeah, you heard it here first. Getting claws sticking out, dragging on the bed, cutting the sheets up. Yeah, I don't have these issues. I take care of my feet.
You don't take care of them. You wear socks and shoes. That's it.
You don't know my foot care routine.
That's the extent of your foot care routine.
No, you don't know.
Yes, I do.
Since when do you know? You don't stand around and go, what are you doing to your feet?
Because you don't do anything with them. That's what I'm saying.
That you know about.
Do you have a secret
Maybe.
foot care routine?
I might.
Why?
To have nice feet.
Why is it secret?
Because I don't want you knowing about it. That's why it's secret. That's what a secret is.
You're lying.
I know. I don't have any. I just wear socks and shoes. That's all I do. From time to time, you and I like to go on dates.
Ooh, yes, we
If you
do.
remember on Friday, I said, hey, we've got a date
A
Saturday.
date.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Saturday night, you and I, did a Josh and Chantel date night at 18 in downtown Idaho Falls. Now, 18 has taken the idea of the speakeasy kind of vibe and really just blown that up. And it is so cool.
It is.
From the second you walk in the door and go down the stairs.
Well, even before that, there's a doorman at the door. How many places do you go where there's a doorman?
It says, hey, welcome, come on in.
You feel so fancy.
Yeah. And we got a little dressed up for it. We thought, this is kind of fun. I wore a bow tie, which was, I felt appropriate.
Yeah, but as we were talking to
Aaron,
there is no dress code, so you can come as you are.
This is true.
You can get as fancy or unfancy as you want. We decided to do fancy because we don't typically do
night.
fancy.
Yeah, so we want to share our experience on these date nights and kind of let you know what it's all about. But this place has taken that sort of speakeasies kind of started like in this is named 18. We're talking about like 1918, right? When prohibition was going on and all of these kinds of things. So they started to have these underground social clubs where people could meet and whatever. And so this kind of took that idea and sort of made it a reality in downtown Idaho Falls. It's really cool.
It's super cool.
And now they have, because they've been open for a little while, but now they've introduced food and full entrees and seasonal menus. And so you can go and you can have like a social experience with friends. You can go just a couple of people and have like a really nice, secluded kind of experience, a nice little nightcap thing.
Yeah.
They have a private room you can rent. You could do a bigger event, or you can rent the entire facility like we do for our Christmas party.
They have live music on weekends. While we were there, there was a band that was playing, so it adds to the whole ambiance of the place. They've got mocktails. You do have to be 21 and older
21
to
or older
enter,
to get in,
but it's a perfect place to go on a date night with your spouse. We were having such a good time. We didn't want to leave.
We were there for like 2.5 hours or whatever. It was awesome.
It was good.
But we ate some of the greatest food. We had Wagyu medallions and pan-seared scallops.
Yes.
Which that whole plate was unbelievable. Like every bite of the food, the crispy red potatoes. Even I think you were eating garnish. I think you just thought it was a salad.
No,
I know it was a salad. I'm just kidding.
So good.
But that was really, really good. We had
potato wedges.
Yeah, which you think, a potato wedge. Like, come on, really? But there's something special about those potato wedges. And it's the flight of dipping sauces. That's what really, because there was like a pub cheese and
a fry sauce and a homemade ranch.
And so good.
We had some crab cakes.
Oh yeah. Those like crab, sort of crab. What were they called? Do you have the picture of the thing of the menu?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were so good though. We had just a kind of a couple of shareable things.
Beignets.
Yes, that's right.
Blue crab beignets.
Yes, and they were so good. And yeah. So anyway,
this
food.
place is amazing, and it makes you feel like you're in a different city. And you're just in downtown Idaho Falls, but you can go there and be like, I don't feel like I'm.
Yeah, it feels like
a
different place for sure.
It's super cool. It's super fun. The food is out of this world.
Right.
It's so good.
Yeah, way good. And as we were talking about different groups and different sizes and different options for you, they have a couple of different areas. So if you needed a group of 20 people, or you needed a group of 50, or if you needed a small group, but you had maybe 20 people, they can accommodate all of this stuff. And it's really just such a cool spot. So if you've never been to 18 in downtown Idaho Falls, you got to go check it out. Get a babysitter. Go to 18 and enjoy a night. Again, mocktails are great. I had what they call the 0 proof painkiller, and it was like a pineapple drink. It was so good.
Yeah, and I had I'm trying to remember what mine was called. It was the 18 Julius.
Yes, was kind of like an orange Julius flavor thing.
It comes out so pretty.
I know, every single.
So pretty.
Yeah, it's a really cool spot. So go check it out. What was our server's name?
Mason.
Mason, great dude.
Yeah.
Mason was awesome. Aaron was awesome. Mike, we met Mike. He's another server. He was awesome. Really cool spot. We'll post some stuff on social, so make sure you're following at Classy97 KLCE so we can show you some pictures and stuff that we took. If you've never seen it, what a cool spot.
If you've never seen it, go check it out right now because you're missing out.
Right? Anyway, thanks for having a date with me.
I know. Let's go back.
I know. Josh and Chantel date night at 18. A big success.
We'll make it a weekly event.
Yeah, we should. Every week. We got to go on a date. Got to go on a
weekly
date.
Thing.
Yep.
New routine.
That's right. New routine. Like puffing up my pillows before bed. Same thing. All right.
Lately, Emery's been doing this thing where anything I say or do, she goes, "That's crazy." And a lot of the time, the things are not crazy.
They might be.
But it's driving me crazy that she's saying this. Yes and no.
You're letting her win.
Yeah, I know. And then I recognize that I'm letting her win. But then I go, now I kind of want to make her say that.
So you're playing the game.
Kind of. Sometimes.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I'm trying to think of some examples that she said.
Well, you literally were just talking about school colors and you misrepresented one color. And she said, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Like, how could you get that messed up? Like, the school colors are this and this. Like, how could you get that backwards? Like, that's crazy.
That's crazy. And I went, it's not crazy. That's my response every time. I go, that's not crazy.
But it might be crazy.
It's not crazy.
Are you sure?
And then she'll say, that's wild.
Yeah. Wild and crazy.
I know. I'm like, that's not wild. Stop saying I'm wild. It's making me crazy.
It's working.
I know it is.
She's breaking down walls
I know.
inside your brain. And now you're questioning your own sanity. You're letting her win.
But it's also, she does it for other people too. We went to get something at a drive-through the other day, and the drive-through person said something, I don't know. She misheard the order and just messed up the order a bit, and she went, that's crazy. That's not crazy. Stop saying that.
So you're torn between that's driving you crazy because you don't think the stuff is actually crazy, but it's being labeled as crazy.
Yes.
But then the other part of you is like, but I kind of want to make her say that's crazy.
Yeah.
But then when she does it, you're like, ugh.
I'm not crazy.
I see.
I know.
What a weird place for you to be in.
Yeah, I'm kind of the crazy one for falling
That's
into this
crazy. I got to do some fishing this weekend.
You did a lot of fishing this weekend.
I wanted to do more. I could do more. I wanted, leaving fishing both times that I was out fishing on Saturday and Sunday, I wanted to keep fishing.
Oh, well, you should have gotten out earlier then.
I was out real early on Sunday.
Yeah, but Saturday you kind of
my him hawed. I know I did. But
you should have gotten out.
I know.
Just go.
I know. I needed to do more. I enjoyed being in the woods. Things were great. I need to go do more. Anyway, that being said, I was doing some fishing. The kids had their thing going. They went and checked out the fair for a while.
Yeah.
What did Chantel do?
Chantel did absolutely nothing.
Is that right?
Yes.
I think you did something because you got to talk about this.
Why?
You're looking at me like, why are you calling me out? I'm not calling you out. I think this is great because here's what happened. I walked in and you said, listen, I got to not ever tell people that if they're playing video games that it's a bad thing because this is wild, you said. Because you've been real sucked into the Lego Harry Potter games.
So dumb.
No, it's
so
not.
Dumb.
It's fine. Listen.
No, and it's kind of embarrassing.
Stop disqualifying. Why are you embarrassed?
I don't know.
People play video games all the time. You got excited about it. You're into it. That's fun. And that's how you've been decompressing. Well, that's great.
Yeah. Saturday, I was all alone, and I went, oh, my gosh.
That's what I'm saying. I'm fishing.
The
kids are at the fair.
Get alone time. And you said, what are you going to do? And I said, I'll read a book.
No, that's not what you said. You said, I'll probably clean. And I said, no, you won't.
Yeah, I know. That's what I always do. And I said, no, I don't want to clean.
Right.
So I grabbed a book. I was like, I'm going to read. I'm going to go on the deck and read.
Yeah.
And I couldn't focus on a book. And I'll tell you why. Here's why. And I even went downstairs in my craft room. I was like, maybe I'll start a sewing project. But here's where I am. I just finished a book, and so I have to start a new book. And starting a new book is the worst part of reading because they're new characters. I just already want to know the characters. I already want to know the plot. I already want to be invested in that book. I don't want to start a new book. Just get me in the middle of that book. Same with sewing projects. I go downstairs. I look at my fabric. I look at the pattern, and I go, I got to start cutting this fabric. And that's a pain. I'd rather just be in the middle of the project.
Gotcha.
So I didn't want to start
a new project
or a new book. And I went, what am I going to do? And there's this
my good pal, Lego Harry
Potter.
Dumb
video game called Lego Harry Potter. And it is nonsensical and it is thoughtless.
Right.
And I kind of like it
which
because
is great.
It's thoughtless.
So here's the new development. Your hands hurt.
Yeah.
Because you've been playing so much. You got controller hands. They hurt.
Dumb.
You're building up strength.
I know.
You're building up muscle.
You come home and you find me playing this video game and I go, I'm so embarrassed. This is so dumb. I don't
What were you supposed to be doing?
I don't know.
Nothing.
I know.
Everybody was doing their thing. I'm out fishing. The kids are off doing their thing.
Because it feels like I should be doing something more productive.
Then why?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
It's great. It's a great thing you've been doing.
Silly.
It's fantastic. What are you going to be doing tonight?
I don't know.
I do. You know something you do that is wild and crazy?
Something that gives me great pleasure but annoys our daughter.
It's
Yes.
and is a kind of a unique, weird, gross thing. Whenever you get food stuck in your teeth, which is, often, because I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
You just have this one tooth that likes to
It's mostly just pepper. Like
it's
pepper
always
flakes.
a pepper flake.
Yeah.
And I go, you got a pepper there. And you go, ugh. But before you go, you go, let me get a picture. And then you send it to our daughter. And she goes, bro, stop. When did this start?
This started, I don't know, maybe a year ago when...
You've been doing this for a year?
Yeah. Maybe 6 months.
6 months to a year?
Yeah.
You've been doing
Yeah.
this for 6 months to a
Because
year?
there was a picture and she kind of zoomed in on it and she was like, why do you always have a pepper stuck in that tooth? And I go, I don't know. It's not like I do it on purpose. And because I knew it drove her crazy, I would randomly send it to her, especially if I was like, you're making me crazy. I'm going to send you something that's going to make you crazy.
You know how people do that permanent makeup?
Yeah.
You should just have a pepper just permanently tattooed right there on your gum.
No, gross.
And then you'd be like, and
I
you
don't
could
want
name
that.
it. You could name it Emery 2.
No.
And then you'd be like, look, hey. And then whenever you were in that mode to say, oh, yeah, we're doing this, I'd go, oh, you and your pepper? You and Emery too? She hates it.
She hates it. And I love it.
And that is wild and crazy.
They announced the Super Bowl halftime show. I don't know if you heard this.
I did hear when I got back. I went fishing Sunday morning with my cousin and his son. And so when I got home, you guys were in full football mode. And yeah, I heard. I was surprised by the announcement. First of all, it is
Kendrick Lamar.
right, which I went, okay, like whatever. I'm not excited about it.
How come?
I don't know Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
it's not like it doesn't stand out to me as like, oh, that's a must-see
Right.
Super Bowl halftime show.
And then it's,
fine, great, good for him.
I don't know how much of a spectacle it's going to be either. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I don't know.
he's a hip hop guy.
Yeah.
And he was part of the Super Bowl already, the halftime show already when Snoop Dogg performed and Dr. Dre. So he was part of that.
Yeah.
So this is his second halftime show, but he wasn't
The featured
feature.
artist. All right, so here's the deal. I'd heard rumors of a couple of names that were running around, and I was surprised that when you said, oh, they announced it was Kendrick, I went, that is not what I expected.
Who are some of the
Because
other names?
They had Miley running around, Miley Cyrus.
Oh.
Running around as a rumor, and the Foo Fighters were a great rumor.
Oh.
And both of those, I feel like, are a more mass appeal. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. I just feel like both of those artists, the Foo Fighters and Miley Cyrus, have tons of hit songs. They're both incredibly well-known. They have large libraries, and both would put on just a killer halftime show. I don't know enough about Kendrick Lamar to go, this is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
I'm with you. I know
So,
like two
but-
songs maybe.
But I heard the news and I went, okay, I guess I'll watch it for the football game this time.
Foo would have been so good.
Yeah, but I don't know if those were even real rumors or if those were just me going, yeah, those make sense.
I'd be curious to know like what that process looks like.
Yeah, I don't know.
If they offer, like maybe they have 5 artists that they offer it to, and then there's negotiations, and the first negotiation that gets struck. I don't know. I'm curious to know what that process looks like.
I mean, the guy I just looked up Kendrick Lamar. Like, I'm telling you, I don't know enough about him. He has a ton of Grammys for best
Really?
rap songs. Yeah, he has best rap album Grammys. He has favorite hip hop artist American Music Awards. He has a Pulitzer Prize for music that he got in
Really?
2018. Of course, he has some BET awards for Best New Artist, Best award, BET Award for Video of the Year. He's got a ton of music video, MTV Video Music Awards stuff. in Europe as well. I mean, the guy he's well known if you know him. I just don't know him.
Yeah, we're not cool enough to know him.
I guess I'm not cool enough to know Kendrick Lamar. But good for him. I'm excited for Kendrick Lamar having a halftime.
We'll see. I will watch. I'll check it out.
Yeah, it'll be on while I'm watching the football game.
And then I wonder if he'll bring like Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre
he'll
out
have
for his set. They brought him out for theirs.
Yeah, he might return the favor or he might do his own thing. We'll have to see.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. So I read a story where there is a couple and they have two cars, but their cars aren't necessarily assigned to each other. Oh. And so they'll wake up and they'll just grab car keys and take whatever car they feel like taking that day. And that is strange to me because you have your truck, I have my car.
Sure. I'll just go ahead and take your car.
That's fine.
And then you take the truck.
No, I don't want to.
And that's where you would stay home.
I know. I'd be like, give me my car back.
Right.
I like my car. It's fast. It can go in and out of car spaces very easily.
So can the truck. I parallel parked it.
I don't like it.
Saturday downtown.
I know, but I don't.
You can do it.
I'm sure I could. I just don't want to.
It's not that big. The truck. It
is.
I know it's a lot bigger than your little car, but it's not that big a truck.
I feel like it is.
Way bigger trucks on the road.
No, I know. I recognize that. But I didn't even like driving your Tacoma, and your Tacoma was smaller than your Tundra.
Yeah. True.
So I don't want to drive
Facts.
it. It just sounds so crazy to me. That's like
crazy.
That's like taking that's like going to bed and
on the wrong side of the bed.
Picking a random
I'll be on this
side of the
tonight.
bed.
Yeah. You have a little bit of possessiveness though over things like that.
I do.
Because you're a creature of routine and consistency and things. And so if I was like, no, I'm sleeping on this side tonight, I don't think you'd be okay with that. I think you'd be like, yeah, okay, right. I'm going to squeeze between the edge of the bed and you, so I'm still on this side of the bed.
Yeah, because all my stuff is on that side.
All my stuff.
I've got my routines.
Phone charger.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
my
remote.
Lamp. Yeah.
I have the exact same lamp on my side
my
of the
water
bed.
bottles, all my stuff
totally
is
immobile.
over there.
All that stuff can't be moved. We'll try it. I'm just going to surprise you one night and be like, sorry.
No, I hate it. Don't do that.
See, I know. And then I'll just grab keys and take your car and be like, see you later. Bye. Because I go places without you, sometimes. So I'll just take your car instead.
Ew. You're the worst.
Fishing. I'll take your car
Okay,
fishing.
good luck.
Yeah. So that way I'm gone for a long amount of time. And then you're like, I have to go take the truck.
No, I wouldn't go anywhere. I would just stay home.
Yeah, you would. You're right. You're absolutely right.
I know I would.
It is the would you rather this or that question of the day.
Okay. Would you rather have a lion's mane for hair or tiger stripes on your body?
A lion's mane for hair.
Ew, really?
Oh, yes.
No, but that would get so hot and itchy.
But I'd have hair.
No, I'm going for tiger stripes.
All the way around, so I just have that, just beautiful mane.
Ew.
Yes.
It's kind of mangy.
I'll brush it out. I'll keep it nice. I'll do bows in it like the Cowardly Lion.
There you go.
I'll keep it good.
You could be like Prince John.
Yeah. Sure could.
You sure could.
I just want to see what it's like to have hair again.
No, Josh.
Wouldn't that be neat?
What if it was just around, it just framed your face?
It doesn't
and so you had no hair on the back of your head.
A lion has hair on the back.
But what if it was just framing your face?
Well, only look at me from the front. Because the back's real bad.
I'm going tiger stripes.
Oh, why?
Because it looks cool. Duh.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Tiger stripes. Going.
Lion's mane. Going. Would you rather this or that? With Josh and Chantel. Before we get out of here, I do want to let you know something about hot dogs. Because I really like talking about hot dogs.
You really do
I
like
think
talking
they're
about
silly.
hot dogs.
What a weird little thing, a hot dog. meat tube. Why?
Gross.
Why?
I don't know.
It's silly. Anyway, you know how it's long been complained about how there's only 8 buns in
Yes.
the bun bag and there's 10 hot dogs?
Yes.
Well, check this out.
I'm checking it out.
Apparently, there's a reason for it.
What is the reason?
According to the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council, that's a thing, hot dog buns most often come 8 to the pack because the buns are baked in clusters of 4 in pans designed to hold 8 rolls, while baking pans now come in configurations that allow baking 10 or even 12 at a time. The 8-roll pan remains the most popular. So that's why. It's the bun company's fault. The bun company needs to get on board with 10 buns.
Yeah, they all do.
It's not the hot dog company going, we're only selling you 8. It's the bun companies going, here's 10 buns. Or so the Hot Dog and Sausage Council says. I'm yet to hear from the bun council.
You've yet to hear. You're waiting to hear from them.
When the bun council is like, we've been making 8 buns forever. The hot dog weirdos are the ones throwing 10 at you. They can cut it down to 8 and you won't be so upset. Something's got to change.
Yeah, get it together.
Because you
Talk to
always
each
end
other.
up with extra hot dogs in that weird little bag they come in.
Yep.
Rolling around in your fridge in a crisper.
Well, and it depends on what package of sausage or hot dogs you're getting, because the ones that we like come in packages of 6.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know.
Those guys were like, we'll make it real weird.
Yeah, we're going to make it real tricky for you.
Can't blame that one
Maybe
on the
there's
bun
people
company.
that just don't want a bun either.
Sure, there are people that are, gluten-free or celiacs or whatever, or they're doing
Or
keto.
just low carb.
But also, I don't think those folks are just waiting to eat a hot dog.
I know you're right.
I'm super into my health. Can I have another hot dog? No bun. Anyway, that's going to do it for us. Have a great rest of your Monday. We'll be back tomorrow, bright and early, 6 to 10. We'll see you then.
We'll be
see
here.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. Thanks for listening to Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Wake Up Classy 97 is hosted by Josh and Chantel Tyler and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.